Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always and welcome back to Terraria, the ranged only challenge. In the last episode, we started off in this world and we managed to explore all the way to the ocean on the right side, but we're not really in a good position right now. We're pretty weak. We've got some weapons. We got an iron bow. That's about all we have to our name. And yeah, it's been a little bit since we played this. So between episodes, I did do a little bit of building, and I dug out a basement, which we will eventually build. That is the plan for the future. That is probably going to be where all of our storage and all that kind of stuff is later. But for right now, I just added a couple more houses. Or rooms or whatever, just so that we can get a couple new NPCs. But yeah, it has been a bit since we've last played this. Main reason is I just haven't had time to record. Terraria takes quite a bit of time to record because there's a lot of playing that I have to do that doesn't necessarily get... Isn't this something? Doesn't necessarily get added to, you know, the video. Also, that is something that we can't actually use. It's a summon item. We can't use summon items. So the corruption is here, and I think that is one of our big goals today. So I've done a little bit of planning. Oh my gosh, these guys are... Nope, we're gonna run. I've done a little bit of planning, and the big thing that we need to kind of focus on is getting a good weapon to take on bosses. And hopefully, we're going to take on, like, 2 bosses today. We'll see about that, but hopefully, if things go well, we're going to take on 2 bosses. At least, that is the immediate plan, before we even worry about Wall of Flesh. That's its name. I kind of forgot its name for a second. But yeah, only having ranged weaponry is kind of challenging. Now, later on, ranged weaponry is some of the best stuff you can have in the game. And I want to go over there. So we're going to go get some armor. And in fact, I just want some pretty basic armor. So we have some tungsten. Let's go ahead and use that to make... can we make a chest plate? No. 20 and 15. Let's wait for that for a little bit. I do have a bunch of iron. Can we make anything with that? So let's see. Let's get some iron bars. We have to go over to the furnace area. It's been a little bit since I've played too much Terraria. Can we make just some basic iron armor? Even just a little bit of gear is so helpful. And you know what? That works. We are a little bit tankier. And now the big thing is... there's a couple things that we can try to find. One, merchant showed up. I think that is once you have enough gold in your inventory, the merchant will show up. The nurse showed up. That is also really nice. And the one that I'm hoping will show up soon, is there anything... I mean, we could just get the mining helmet, but that is a little expensive. Let's go back, and we just picked up Abigail's flower. And the step stool is pretty useless, and I don't like the plant cordage, as well as we can also sell that. So let's sell some stuff to the merchant, and maybe we can get enough money to get a mining helmet, and I don't have to worry about light as much. Cool. So the next thing that we should probably focus on is trying to get a... let's go ahead and put our money away. I don't want to lose all of our money every time we die. But I think the next thing is to try to get a hook. A hook is going to be pretty useful and is going to allow us to do a little bit more. But we need to go We need to go mining, and mining is dangerous because everything wants to kind of kill us. And when we're dead. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. And I need to remember to do that the other direction later. So, yeah, we need to have something so that we don't take fall damage. That would be really, really nice. Because that's a lot of damage. Whoops. So let's just get ropes everywhere. Fall damage is awful. And what I would like to try to find is the materials just to make a hook. Hooks are going to be pretty important to kind of mitigate the fall damage, especially because we are going to try to go break open some soul orbs, some corruption orbs, shadow orbs. That's what they're called. It's been a while since I've played this game. So yeah, if we can go get a hook, that's a nice big vein of demonite. Not particularly useful to us, but it's there. So we can, let's just come down here. And that worked out pretty nicely. We also got a bone pickaxe, which 40 pickaxe power is actually better than what we currently have. But even more so, it's faster, I do believe. Just get rid of that. And I saw a heart over here, so let's go get that. More health would be more nice. And once again, the rules for this run is pretty simple. We have to use only ranged weapons. If the weapon does not say ranged damage, so bombs don't count, but we're not going to be using bombs for actual damage. So shurikens, throwing knives, grenades, bows, guns, all that kind of stuff we can use, but incidental damage from like a pickaxe or whatever doesn't really count. I'm not going to hold myself that tightly to only make range damage. That bat just saved us. Alright, there is more goodies to get over here. The demolitionist, that is not who I wanted to see. So we're gonna have to build more houses. That's okay, I can do that later. But what I'm hoping to get is the mini shark. That is the primary weapon I want for normal mode. And to get that, we need to get a weapon of some sort. Any gun in the game, doesn't matter which one, but we need to get one. Alright, this is going to be bad. Let's get rid of the bats, and then let's actually throw a grenade. And grenades are pretty good, because they don't actually do damage to blocks, only enemies. Unfortunately, that was our last grenade, so that's not going to work out too well for us from here on out. This is what we were looking for. We need gems, and it doesn't really matter which kind. It looks like we're going to get maybe a yellow, and I don't remember how many we need, but it's like, I want to say it's 20 or 25, so that we can make a hook. Once we can make a hook, we can make the hook shot thing. There's a name for the like item hook, and then there's a name for the actual like usable. So the ingredient, and then the uh-oh, this is bad. Let's switch to shurikens, because yeah, it's gonna spawn a bunch of baby slimes. Alright, we're fine. Let's see if there's any. I just need to find some more gems, preferably topaz. So I'll tell you guys what, I am going to dig around down here. You guys seen me do enough of this last time, in the last episode. So I'm going to dig around a bit and see what I can find. And then I'll come back once I hopefully have a hook that we can then use to go adventuring a little bit better. So I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, so I went ahead and did a little bit of an expansion of the base. Turns out we only needed 15 topaz to get a topaz hook, which is nice. We'll go ahead and equip that in the hook spot. Used to be, there is, I think, for the iron hooks, you need to find that, and that is a drop. But, so now we have a hook that we can use to kind of slow our descent, and we can, you know, make things a little bit nicer. But yeah, I went ahead and expanded the housing because we need to get a new NPC, and so that's what we're gonna go try to get taken care of. One other thing is I do now have a magic mirror, and I found this in a dead man's chest, which, if you don't know, is a trap chest down in the underground. It was actually right next to where we were when I made the last clip. So, yeah, I actually found 2 of those. And they usually have a bunch of explosives around them, and it's dangerous, but that's fine. I got a dead man's sweater, which is kind of cool, I guess. Not really too interesting. But I did figure out that I can mine demonite ore with the bone pickaxe, which is kind of cool. And so now we can use magic mirror to get back to the surface pretty quickly and easily. So now we can do a little bit more exploration. And in fact, let's go ahead and go grab that demonite. I might go grab the demonite that is down here. It's over right there, as you can see. So I might go grab that later. But for right now, what we need to do is we need to get to the bottom of one of these areas. And to do that, we're going to use the hook. And we can kind of slow our fall, which is all we really need to do. And once we are down here, a zoologist, perfect. That's exactly what I didn't really need. What we can do is now we can try to get down here. And all we need to do now is just get this one last piece. We can get out of there. Okay. So there is a reason for what I just did. We might want better explosives. Can we buy any dynamite? Not currently. I've got to grab my money. You know what? Let's just grab all of our money and buy just a little bit of explosives, dynamites, because it was awful trying to get through that. So what we need to do is we need to get a musket, and the muskets drop from the shadow orbs. Those are not really accessible to us until we have a pickaxe that can break ebonstone, which actually we can't yet. However, because of the water, we can get all the way down here, no problem. And then we can put some explosives and hopefully get down here without too much issue. There is some more demonite there, but we can't quite get that. Alright, I think we can just use a bomb. And then I don't have a hammer. So let's make a sticky bomb. And we'll just go ahead and blow that up. Grab the musket and get out of here. So that is huge. Having a musket is going to make this a lot easier, because it's going to unlock the next thing that we need. Someone's a baby red panda. I kind of want to buy that. Nothing else is great. Okay, So we have a musket, which does 31 damage, compared to our bow at 8. Yeah, that is an upgrade. Let's switch things around a little bit. And we also have 3 life crystals. Let's go ahead and use them. And we'll get a bunch of health. So, at this point, we need money. Let's go ahead and deposit everything. And sapphires. Sapphires don't go in there. I accidentally put my rubies in here. I found some rubies as well, but I think, nope, they're right there. Okay. So, let's think about what we want to do. I guess let's try to make our way over. You know what? We don't actually need recall potions anymore. So we'll go ahead and sell those. And can we buy a piggy bank? Aren't they pretty cheap? They're relatively. So I'm going to buy a piggy bank, and this is just kind of for the future. I like to keep my money in a piggy bank, but eventually we'll be able to get a piggy bank that is summon. Maybe. If we can actually get one during a blood moon. But what we're going to do now is we're going to try to make our way across the corruption and try to find the dungeon. And with the Hermes boots, this should be a little bit easier. And we only have 100 bullets to our name. I messed that up pretty badly. And there's the arms dealer. That's who we wanted to see. So, I just want to make my way over here and get a little bit more exploration so we can see kind of a little bit more of the map and know what's going on with terrain and all that. That is only slightly dangerous. Can we get through this? Yes, we can. So this is a fairly large corruption, but I think it's the only major one in the map. Because this is a medium world, I believe I made. But I didn't mean to shoot my musket, but that's okay. Let's just try to get out of here without too much more issue. And see what we can find. So we definitely need to figure out where the dungeon is. That is going to be important for our armor. So what we want to make in terms of armor is necro armor, because that gives us a boost to range damage. So of course we want to do that. Alright, we have an icy land. So the snow biome is this direction. But that's not too important or anything right now. I have not fought the Don't Starve boss, the Deerclops, since the collaboration with that happened. So I don't really know much about summoning it or anything like that. And I don't think there's any reason for us to fight it. If this was a normal-ish playthrough, then that would be a different thing. But we're just going to try to get through. Okay. Deserts don't usually... Or is this... Yeah, this has got to be a desert. This is an oasis. Deserts don't usually exist next to... you know, snowy biomes. But... I'm not a... I don't even know who studies biomes. There is... Angry Tumbler, right? Yes. Let's see. We should be close-ish to the dungeon. The painter has arrived. That is completely useless to us. But this is something that's not. Anything good? No. But let's see if there's anything underneath. There is a living chest with more things that are not particularly useful to us. Go ahead and take this stuff, though. It's pretty. And an angry step stool. Alright, game. That's fine. I don't know what an angry step stool, you know, entails, but I don't know why this is a damage boosting item, but it is. So can we? Oh my gosh, that is so great. We'll murder the Goblin Scout. So, have I already seen the dungeon? The dungeon should be on this side of the map, right? It must be really close to the ocean then. Or something has messed up. But we need the dungeon so that we can fight him right there. The old man. We will fight him, and that'll give us access to the dungeon, which is going to give us access to a lot of bones, which means necro armor. And that's what we want. So that is going to be what we do. And at this point, I think I got to spend a little bit of time setting up a little bit of an arena. Another goblin. Okay. I don't know if we have enough ammo to fight the Skeletron right away, but maybe. I guess we could try. Let's just try to get some platforms. And it's always good to have a little bit of an arena. But I am not going to have nearly enough materials for right now. So, let's head back to the base. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to see how expensive it is to get the mini shark. The mini shark is 42 gold. Yeah, that is expensive. So, what does that mean we need to do? Well, I think it means I need to farm up some gold, and I think the easiest way to do that is going to be, let's try to get Eye of Cthulhu to spawn. We'll see if he spawns tonight, because there is the chance that he will. But I think what I need to do more than anything is try to start. Let's keep those on us. Just try to start getting some base work done and all that kind of fun stuff. And in general, if we can start getting a little bit, you know, I need to get a hammer. That's something that would be important. Probably. And I have an idea of how we're going to make this base look a little bit cool. I'm not going to put too much effort into building the base because why? There's not real reasons to. But I'm going to try to have a little bit of organization. I'm going to probably make a nice big room down here that will be all of our stuff. And I think what I'm going to do is just make a little bit of an entrance over here. But let's go ahead and, I guess, grab some tungsten, and can we make a tungsten axe? 35 to 55, yeah, that is much better. And then we can sell the old axe. It's probably not worth much, but it's at least something. And then I can chop down these trees a little bit faster. And just kind of get more wood, more resources, and all that kind of fun stuff. So, I don't know what time it is, unfortunately, but I don't think... I think when the traveling salesman leaves is when we'll get the message if Eye of Cthulhu is going to spawn or not. And that's what I'm kind of waiting around for. So, the plan from here on out is next time we are going to attempt to fight Skeletron. and I've Cthulhu, obviously, if we don't fight him today. And then from there, we need to start working on getting... Okay, I think it's now nighttime? I don't know. From there, we need to start working towards getting bones so that we can get the Necro Armor, get the Mini Shark, and finish up normal mode. So that's the plan going forward. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got a little bit more done today than previously. Big thing is getting the musket. That is a huge upgrade and should allow us to defeat a couple of bosses without too much trouble. So that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!